Hey y'all, sorry about the wait. Sorry about the wait. StreamYard is acting up today. Yes, I had to reboot everything, get everything together, but I'm here now. I'm here for the people. Welcome in, welcome in. I think I'm live. Let me make sure, child, because I'm talking to y'all, and I could be sitting here talking to myself. Okay, I am live. I am. I am. I am. I see I'm live. I see I'm live. What the hell? Hold on now. Wait a minute. Okay, there. Hey, Erica. Hey, Roxanne. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Miss Barbara. Hey, Closet Talk. Thank y'all for waiting for me, because it was a struggle with the StreamYard today. Thank everybody for inquiring if I was okay. Let me see if this is going to charge my phone while I'm up. Hey, Monte. Or is it going? No, it ain't doing nothing. It figured. Yes, y'all. I'm here. I'm feeling better today because if you saw that video yesterday, it looked like I was dying while I was driving in the car. I know, I know. I felt like I was. I ain't even gonna lie. I felt like I was. And I was being stubborn because Tremel was like, pull over. And I kept saying no. I guess that's the man to me, child. I want to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. And I'm going to make it happen one way or another. Yes. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Monte. Hey, y'all. Hey, 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 hey. Thank everybody for asking. I feel better. Like I said, I feel much better. I'm doing much better. I don't know what was wrong yesterday. I woke up and drank some water, and that was it. Sickness just ensued. All right, we gonna get started because it seems like people are just leaving my life. That's okay too. You can catch the replay. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. All right. I was looking cute yesterday. I had my little eyes. I had shaved and got myself together, child. And then I looked like I was dying. I could have kept looking a hot mess. Hey, y'all. As y'all see, I got rid of all the beard and just, I needed a change. I needed something different. I needed to look different. I needed to look a little different. As y'all see, I got the background with me and my brother up, but it's a little off, so it's whatever, child. At this point, it is very much whatever, because StreamYard acting a whole fool. But anywho, how are y'all? My loud, live, and animated husband came on yelling and screaming at y'all this morning about y'all wearing bonnets in the street, honey. And he ain't lying. When we go to the store, child, he gotta act like he going to the club. He gotta get everything color coordinated. I'm like, we going to the store, man. Just put on some jeans and a t-shirt. Like, big deal. Especially with us living here, child. But he gotta make it like he going to the damn club. Whatever. He gotta make it like he going to the club. And thank you, Melissa. He got to make it like he going to the club. Then one day I even, then he tries to flip things on me, right? He got this whole purse. And all we doing is going to Walmart to go grocery shopping. And there was no money in his wallet, honey. So there was no reason for him to have that little purse. I was like, do you have to take your little purse everywhere you go? If you're embarrassed about I'm like, embarrassed about you, child. You carry a purse everywhere you go. If I was embarrassed by it, I would have said something long before now. I'm just not understanding why you got to have this big old briefcase looking thing to go into Walmart to buy meat. But that's my husband, child. That's my husband. You know, he want to flip it. Like, I'm embarrassed. If you're embarrassed, I'm like, I'm not embarrassed, Jamel. You've been carrying purses since 1999 when I first met you. Big deal. Purse first. But that's what he ain't lying when he tell y'all. It's like he going to the club, child. And we be out for 5 minutes and he come back home. And in my mind, I'm sitting there like, you did all of that just to go buy some pickles. Woo, child. Hey, Tanika. Hey, Closet Talk. Yes, y'all. But I got a request to do this video today. I got a request to do a video. Now, I'm going to give the person the scientific approach versus my approach. Because y'all know my approach to everything is fuck 'em. Y'all know that's my approach for everything and everybody that don't roll the way you want them to roll. Fuck them. But, you know, you can't do that with everything and everybody, especially at work. You can't do that. So, they wanted me to talk about how to deal with a narcissist. Now, it was funny because when I was looking up the scientific stuff about it, like, you know, what doctors say and what therapists say, I was kind of shocked because some of these things I do, like, on my own. I don't have the time nor the energy to deal with people like that. I don't. So, hold on one second. So the first thing I looked up was, what a narcissist fears the most? And what they said was, although narcissists act super superior to others and has a posture as beyond reproach, underneath their grandiose exteriors lurk their deepest, darkest fears, that they are flawed, illegitimate, and ordinary. Now that was like, you know, because that's how I deal with narcissists. Like, I sit there when they trying to be grand and then I point out everything that ain't grand about them, or I'll make fun of the way they dress or how they look or the way they sound when they talk. I pick them apart. And by the time I'm done, of course they denying everything I'm saying. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh no, I'm the best and I'm this and I'm that and da, 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 da. But I sit there and I pick them completely apart. Like, I pick everything apart. Or if I know that they don't know what they're talking about, or we will have a verbal assassination. Like, I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. Nope, that's not it. You can go here and find that information right there. It's not what you said. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm an arguer. I welcome arguments. Like, I welcome the confrontation. I'm confrontational.
But you always get mad.
I'm confrontational. I welcome the confrontation.
You get mad and get your feelings.
I get mad because you're a narcissist.
Oh!
And I have to sit there and deal with you. And no matter how much I sit and say something is so, you're going to get mad and say it's not so.
Wait.
Now, don't interrupt my show. Don't interrupt my show.
I'm a narcissist. Really? I'm a narcissist?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to have that conversation later. I'll see you later, honey, after the show. I'm a narcissist.
I do what this says. I go for their flaws, or the fact that I know what they're saying is not true, or because I'm confrontational. So I welcome the confrontation. Like Tramel says, I'm a narcissist, and that's not it. Is that I know when I'm right. I'm not going to sit there and pretend like I'm not right just to make somebody feel better, Or if I know you're a liar, I'm not going to sit there and pretend like you're telling me the truth. I'm going to sit there and pick it apart and make your story fall apart in your face.
That's how you're supposed to be.
Because that's just who I am as a person. Everybody don't do that. And some people will be like, that's just,
I'm a narcissist. Oh, child, I had that conversation.
And then it says, the most important trick to disarming the narcissist is to control your emotions. Now, that's something I'm bad at. I can't control my emotions. Though I like to think that I'm not an emotional person, I'm completely driven by my emotions. So that's hard for me with a narcissist because, like Tramel, he's right. At a certain point of me, you going back and forth, I'm going to want to hit you. Like, it's just, I'm going to want to hit you because I get, like, it's like, the only thing that will make you understand that I know what I'm talking about and you're dumb is for me to punch you in the face. So I have to learn to control my emotions because that's something that I wish I could do that, but I am horrible at that. I let my emotions get the best of me. So it says a way to help you do that is don't fall for the temptation and sink to their level. Wrong. If they go low, I'm going lower. Don't feed the ego. Yeah, I would never do that. Don't take responsibility for their emotions. Don't use ultimatums and don't give them negative attention. Because, see, and that's what I try to tell people, a narcissist wants attention, whether it's negative or positive. They don't care. But because you're giving them what they want. And most of the time, I'll just ignore somebody. It's hard when you work with a person. But it's easy because it's like, do this and you didn't do it the right way. Okay. And how would you want me to do this? And then when they tell you, you be like, but if I did it that way, it would take me 30 minutes. If I do it my way, it takes 15 minutes and the job is still getting done. So I don't understand why I have to do it your way. Then they ain't gonna know what to say. Now you put them up against the wall. So now they're going to either come back with something else or tell you why their way is the best way. And at that point, let them talk. A lot of times when I deal with people that I know there's no getting to, like you talking to a brick wall, I just sit there and let them talk and be like, okay. Because if I don't argue with you and I don't give you what you're looking for, what you going to do? Sit there and keep talking to yourself? And that's kind of how I control my emotions now. I shut down and I hear you, but I don't hear you at the same time. So I learn to try to control them. But as my husband knows, when it's my turn to talk, I need to talk. Or else the emotions are going to just flow all over the place. They will find a way to come out. I can shut down and keep it under wraps. But at the same time, if I got something to say, you're going to listen to what I got to say. Because if you walk away, I'm going to be pissed. And then I can't control my emotions. But controlling your emotions is like the best thing to do. Because if you don't, you're going to fall into their trap. Hey, Trisha. Hey, in Q's world. Hey, Erica. You're going to fall into their trap, yes, because they come for you to belittle you in order to shrink their show. Right, Lisa. And when they start that, that's why Tramel said in the video that he'll let me read people because I read for Phil. Because I will find, child, you can be looking as good as you want, and I will find the one loose thread on your dress. I will find it. I will look you up and down and examine you from head to toe and find one thing that you didn't know was there. And I will rip it to shreds and rip you to shreds too. And just, I can't stand people like that. You want to talk about me? Well, I'll let them. I'll be like, okay, keep going. Keep saying what you got to say. Just let me know when it's my turn. And the whole time I'm sitting there looking and picking everything apart that I want to talk about. And by the time I'm done, either they want to fight me, they want to hit me in half, and then we already fighting. Or they know never to open their mouth and say nothing to me ever again in life. Because every time I see them, I'm going to read them for Phil. And I've done it to people. I've been like, they'll see me the next time. They're like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, bitch, don't speak to me. I don't like you. and you know I don't like you. You still gonna hold on? Yes, bitch, I'm holding on to it. Now keep bye. I ain't even gonna entertain you. But I'm gonna let you know where you stand with me. And that's a lot of times we can't do it at work. We can't because, well, I have done it at work. I'm gonna be honest, but I've done it in a different way. I've told people I really don't like you. So unless it's work related, we have nothing to speak to each other about. Now, when it comes to this job, you can come to me and we can have a conversation about our work and how we gonna work together to get the job done. But past that, I don't care about your mama, your daddy, your kids, your husband. I don't give a fuck about none of that because I don't like you, bitch. I don't. I don't like you. I don't see you from a can of paint. So keep it work related and we ain't got a problem. Because anything past that to me is being phony. And one thing about me is I'm not phony. I don't smile in people's faces that I don't. Now, there's a difference. And I have to make this clear. Because Tramel seems to think that I have a phony bone, but I don't think I do. But I'll let y'all decide in the chat. Y'all tell me if this is phony or not. If you and me have an altercation, I will let you know that I don't like you. But if I don't really know you and I just see you and in my mind say I don't like you, I'm going to be cordial to you. I'm going to say hello. If you speak to me, I'm going to speak to you back because I feel if you don't know I don't like you and I don't have a reason not to like you, I don't. I just looked at you and decided I don't like this bitch. I don't want to know who she is or he is. I don't ever want to know them. I don't like them. Whatever. They just rub me the wrong way. But I don't feel that I should be nasty and rude to somebody that never did anything to me. That I just saw and made up in my mind, I don't like this bitch. So I'm not going to be nasty when they speak. I don't speak to me. Because they're going to look crazy like, what the hell did I do to him? And then if somebody asks me what they did to you, nothing, I just don't like the bitch. That sounds real stupid. That sounds real stupid to me. So I don't think that's being phony. I think that's just being cordial to someone who you just don't like. Like, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and hold. Even if they held a conversation with me, because I don't like them just for my own reason or whatever, I may sit and hold the conversation because getting to know them may change my mind, and getting to know them may really make me say, okay, I don't like this bitch. I knew I didn't like this bitch, and now I really don't like this bitch. So I don't think that's being phony. I think that's being nice to someone. Now, if somebody did something to me and they know I don't like them, then I'm not holding a conversation. There's nothing to say. There's nothing to do. We don't need to have a conversation. Go your way, I go my way, and we live our lives peacefully. So I would be laughing too if it was funny and true. Right. Tramel says that to me too. He says that I need to tell him I don't like him. But I'm like, for what? Like when they say, okay, why don't you like me? I mean, some people may say, I don't give a fuck, bitch. That would be my reaction if somebody just came up to me and said they didn't like me. So I don't know. I just feel there are people, and we all have done it, where we just said, oh, I don't like them. And you don't know nothing about them. You just, for whatever reason, don't like them. Maybe it's just their spirit don't gel with yours. And they've never done anything to you. I don't think you need to go over to the person. Oh, by the way, I don't like you, bitch. It makes no sense. It just is irrelevant to me at that point because they don't know you. You don't know them. You just made a decision either based on what you saw or based how they treated somebody else, which is then at that point none of your business for real. And, it is what it is. And that's another thing. I can't stand when people just automatically don't like you because somebody else don't like you. That is the most childish shit on the planet to me. I don't care how much. My best friend, child, if that was the case, I wouldn't be friends with my best friend because half the bitches I don't like, he speak to. But I could never see myself telling him, oh, I don't like that bitch, so don't talk to them. That's like childish to me, especially if a person never did nothing to you personally. It's like, okay, what you mad at them for? Because me and them got into it? Okay, big deal. That's my fight to fight. They ain't say nothing about you. They ain't do nothing to you. So why you mad at them? Because I'm mad at them? Because that tells me if at any point you get mad at me, you gonna rile up the troops to not like me. I think that's childish. I think that is, I don't know. I don't like that. I have friends that are like that. They like loyal to me. They're like, oh, well, if you ain't talking to the bitch, I ain't talking to the bitch. And I'm like, what did they do to you? Nothing. But you're my friend, and I met them because of you. And I'm like, I mean, if that's what you, this person, that person, and the person I'm mad at, I'm like, but they didn't do nothing to me. And go, I'm not going to not speak to somebody just because you're mad at them and they never did nothing to me. I'm not saying I'm gonna sit and hold a grand conversation with them, but at the same time, I'm not. If somebody say, "Hey, how you doing?" and walk up to me while we out at the party, and I'm like, "Get away from me!" I'm not doing all of that. They didn't do nothing to me. I don't. That's why I really don't want people to do that for me. But at the same time, I have friends that do it because they're like, "No, bitch, fuck them. You didn't do nothing," and of course they're on my side. I ain't mad at it, but I'm not asking nobody to do that. Now, if something transpired to warrant my feelings, that I will make right, Melissa. If something happened to make something happen, then I agree. I mean, some people need to know so they know to leave you. No, I agree, and Trisha, I agree with that. I agree that some people need to know so they leave. But some people, when you tell them you don't like them, like I guess because I play around so much and I joke around so much, there's one person that I know, and I tell her all, like, because she's heard me say that I love Aquarians. Like, Aquarians always are my best friend. And I always tell her, I say, you are like the first Aquarian that I can't stand. Like, I just don't like you. And she think I'm playing. She's like, "Oh, you love me, boo." And I'm like, no, I really don't like you, girl. I mean, I just don't like her. I don't like her personality. I don't like who she is as a person. I just, you know, but at the same token, in actuality, she really never did nothing to me. I just sat back and I watched her and I watched her arrogance and I watched her while we were working and I just said, I don't like you. And I told her to her, I was like, I don't like you. You love me and give me a hug. And child, I have read her and made fun of her to the point of if it was me, honey, I would never speak to me again. She thinks it's a joke and it's a kiki. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, it is what it is. And now it just, with me, sometimes when I tell people, we have really got to have a real deep, you know, there are people that know I don't like them, honey, because I've been 5 minutes away from popping them in the mouth. Those bitches know I ain't playing with them. I don't see them from a can of paint. So, you know, or some other bitches that I just be like, look, bitch, I'm done. We've had our moment in time, and that time has passed. You go your way, I'll go mine. Keep my name out your motherfucking mouth, and we won't have a problem. Because I just can't. Because you know, when you deal with the gays, honey, they child, they make you want to go to jail. Because they will create stories and come up with some lies on you, and you be sitting there like, bitch, that ain't never even happened. When did this happen? In what world, in what place and land and time did this fantasy of yours happen? Because I'm a little confused, bitch. Because I don't remember none of this. And then when you call them out on their shit, they sitting there looking stupid. That's not what I said. What I meant was, well, that ain't what you said, bitch. Or they act like you forgot. You forgot their past, and they only know you. Mm-hmm, girl. And then when you start spilling tea all over the damn place, now they got a problem. No, bitch, you spilled the tea first. And now I'm just coming along with raspberry tea, bitch. You spill lemon tea. I'm spilling raspberry tea all over the town, bitch. Because when I tell it, I'm going to tell it big, honey. And when I tell it, I'm telling the truth. And I hate when people know you don't like them, but still try to come around and then treat you like you're the immature one. No, B, I just don't like it. Right. People, they do that too. They will come around you and pretend like they don't know y'all got a problem. And then when you go off, because just like they done pissed you off, just the mere fact that they in the room with you and said hello. It's not the fact that they in the room with you, because I can ignore a bitch, honey. Child, I walk right past you like I don't know who the fuck you are, like you a total stranger. So that ain't the part that bothers me. The part that bothers me it was when they walk up in front of a bunch of people and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then you stand there like, "Bitch, you know good and well I ain't got shit to say to you." Now, then you make a quick decision. Do I embarrass this bitch or do I play along? 9 times out of 10, I'm going to embarrass you. And like Trisha said, it's going to make you look like the bad one at that point because everybody around is going to be looking like, why would they say that? Why would he say that? But and then they're going to hit you with the, oh my God, I don't believe you're still mad. And you go, yes, bitch. And I told you that I don't like you. So what part of I don't like you don't you understand? It happens. It happens all the time because people be thinking, I'm telling you, people think you're playing with them. A lot of times people think you're playing or this is what they do to other people. And they used to other people playing along with them with their little game. But then when they meet somebody that's real with their shit, then they standing there looking stupid. Like, I don't know why they talking to me like that. I don't know you don't know why? Well, there has to be a reason why. I'm sure this person just didn't embarrass you in front of all these people for no reason. There has to be a reason. But everybody's a victim. So it's never a reason. Everybody's a victim. Right, Trisha, leave me the fuck alone. It's been plenty of times someone speak and I'll be like, Lord, now I gotta speak back. But see, NQs, you really don't. You really don't, especially if they know you don't like them. Now, like I said, if you just don't like them for your own reasons, then yes, I get it. I feel the same way. Like, Lord, I gotta speak back now. Please don't try to hold the conversation. Just let it just be hello and goodbye, or just a hi to acknowledge the fact that you saw me and keep it moving. So that part I get. But if it's somebody that knows the two of y'all ain't fucking around like that, child, you can speak to me all day long. I'm keeping it moving. And then see, that's when they really gonna try you. You didn't hear me, you bitch. You heard me. See, they gonna say the B word. Then it's gonna really turn you up. Like, did this bitch just call me a bitch? I've seen it happen plenty of day, honey. Plenty of day. I've had people do it to me too. He know he heard me, and I turn around and say, "I sure did, bitch, and you know I don't like you," and keep it moving. Because see, people don't expect that. People expect you just to either stay quiet and keep going, or say hello and acknowledge them. But when they know the two of y'all don't fuck with each other, when you respond like that, then they like, I don't believe they said that. So now they're gonna try to one up that, and it just becomes a mess after that. She said, "Oh, they know why." Oh, see, if they know why, then I ain't got nothing to say. Like, I wouldn't say nothing, and I'm being honest. I wouldn't say nothing. Like, if a person knows, I wouldn't even acknowledge them and say nothing. I just wouldn't. Right? I know I don't have to. I'll be trying to avoid messing with folks. Yo, they do try it as soon as I'm in front of folks. Y'all still gonna get embarrassed. If we don't speak, I will still not speak. I will look people in the face and say, right. Okay, Monte. I want some lasagna. I agree. People will do it because they want to test you, and then when you speak to them, I knew that bitch wasn't gonna be mad at me, and da 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 da. Oh yeah, she get over it. I knew she would, but see, when you be like, bitch, I don't like you, and see, people always, life is too short. Let things go. Is it really? Is it really too short to just keep letting? Cause see, Everybody lets their shit go. That's why they still speak to you. That's why they still feel the need to say hello, because you're going to be like everybody else and just pay it and say, life is too short. I don't have time to be mad. Oh, I forgive them. Jesus fixed it. I've been praying and the Lord said, and, I don't have time for that. Jesus ain't never said, be no fool. When they slap you on one cheek, you slap them back on the other. I don't know. I've had people tell me that I was too real. And I'm looking at her like she's crazy. She's like, there's a such thing as being too real. Sometimes you just have to. I said, no, there's no time where I have to nothing. If I feel this way, then goddamn it, I'm gonna say I feel this way. And if you don't like it, fuck you. That's just how I feel. Like, I don't care. People don't care about my feelings. When people come and attack me, they don't give a fuck how I'm gonna feel. They don't know if I'm gonna sit and cry. I've had somebody tell me they said something to me because I'm a rock and I don't feel nothing. And I'm like, really? Is that what you really think? Is that what you really feel? Or is it that I don't show no emotion to let you know that you got to me at the moment and I'm gonna come at your ass a bit harder and faster than you came at me? Is that it? Because, see, that's my defense mechanism. Because I was teased as a child, called all kind of fat this, fat that, fatty, 2x4, you can't fit through the bathroom door. And a bitch got tired of being laughed at. So I learned that if my mouth was fiercer and smarter than yours, then I could put the embarrassment back on you. And that's what I learned to do. Why stand there and be the butt of the joke? I'll turn you into the butt of the joke. Tremella tell everybody. Tremella say, I don't know how my husband do it because I don't have time to sit and argue with people the way he do. Because, child, I will sit there and I'll be like, bitch, I ain't got nothing but time. So we got all day. I ain't got nothing but time. Because I ain't walking away first. I can tell you that. Because you just get tired of it. And when I realized that I had a gift of pulling people apart, I don't want to say it's a gift, but child, I can. And when I come, I'm coming like a pit bull, straight for this. I'm coming like a pit bull. I ain't leaving no stone unturned. And when I say no stone, honey, ain't nothing off limits from this mouth. Nothing is off limits from this mouth. Nothing. Everything in your life that I know about is fair game to me. Everything. When I'm reading, there ain't nothing that's off limits. Nothing. I'm talking about everything I know. And I'm going to read you into a coma, honey. But I don't like to act like that. I try to take the high road. I swear to God I do. I try to take the high road. Hey, Patricia. I try to take the high road. I really, really, really do. I really, 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 really do. Because I don't like, it don't bring me joy to do stuff like that. It don't. I know people that I be like, they love it. They love to sit and talk about people. And I'm like, child, I don't have time for that. My life ain't about that. But if you try me, then it's on and popping. But I'm not one to just, I don't get joy from that. I really don't. It doesn't bring me joy. Right, Melissa, I agree. If they give it, they need to be able to get it. And most of them can't take it when it's given back to them. Because they're not ready for it, because they're not used to people doing it. Hey, Roxanne. I don't like crowds. That high road be crowded sometimes. Girl, who you telling? I couldn't tell you because I ain't never been on the high road. I ain't never been on the high road, honey. Because when people tell me to take the high road, I'm like, why? Why I got to take the high road? Why I got to be the bigger man? Why? Why? I'm bigger already. You can look at me and tell I'm bigger than them. So why I got to be even bigger? No, bitch. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. I don't know what the high road looks like. I might have been on it once or twice in my life. In my 50 years, I might have been on the high road once or twice. But the other 48, of them years, I was on the low road, girl. I was on the low road. I mean, for some people. I mean, deep down in the jungle, deep, honey. Cause this mouth don't know. Child. Some of the things I've said to people, I had to ask God to forgive me. I ain't even gonna lie. Because some of the things I've said was just outright. They should have beat me. I ain't even gonna. I would have beat myself for some of the things I've said that have come out of my mouth to people. That was horrible. But when I get there, when I'm mad, I don't care. Like, I just don't care what I say to you. I can control my anger, like hitting people. So I'm not, honestly, fighting is my last resort. But this mouth, child, I don't care. If it goes here, it's coming straight out. I ain't thinking about it going, oh, I can't say that. Nope. If I think it, bloop, it's coming out. And I have said some things to people, child, honey, and don't ask me because I ain't telling y'all. Because I'm embarrassed that I would say some things like that. I ain't embarrassed, child, because if it happened to me and the shoe fit, I'll say it to somebody else. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie about it. I ain't gonna lie about it. But yeah, dealing with a narcissist is hard. The best thing to do is ignore them. What you women over there for? I deal with one every day for the last 3 years, honey.
Wow.
For the last 3 years. But I love my little narcissist
all
to death.
things, I'm a narcissist.
Yeah. A loud narcissist. Did you see the comment? Wait.
See how the shade don't look themselves in the mirror?
Did you see the comment?
The shade don't look themselves in the mirror?
Did you see the comment where Roxanne said, tell Tramella stop yelling? And I said, I tell him to use his inside voice all the time.
This is my damn inside
But you can't.
voice.
I said, but you can't. You can take him out the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of him.
Exactly. I'm not bothered. Why should you be?
Oh, Roxanne said, oh, Roxanne, we ain't even going to talk about petty because, honey, I put the petty in petty.
Yes, you ain't lying.
You right. I'm more petty than I am. Ooh, now, I own that. And I am petty.
Petty queen.
Tramel called me a petty queen all the time. He said, you are such a petty queen. Child, I am petty, honey. Matter of fact, there's a guy on Instagram, and I'm going to buy his shirt that says, I'm petty AF. Of course, it means as fuck. But I saw that shirt and said, ooh, yes, I need that shirt right there. I know he think I ain't buying the shirt. But all his he got a lot of good T-shirts. A lot of nice T-shirts with say $25. He's a Black-owned business. Let me pull up his Instagram so y'all can go. Damn it. He just came up, and I can't think of his name. Tatted Apparel. Tatted Apparel.
Huh?
Tatted Apparel 81 on Instagram. Huh? Because we don't have shirts with those sayings on it like he got. I was going to buy you one, too.
Roxanne saying.
But yours ain't going to say petty. Right, give them narcs a narcissistic injury they won't forget. Right, and Q said, I love a petty person. It takes a strong person to be petty. Baby, you ain't never lied, because I mean, child,
no remorse.
Because I'll sit and tell Tramel.
No remorse.
Now, remember when they said this? Watch me say this to them now that it's their turn. You can't say that. Why can't I? I'm going to say it. Oh, Tramel be so embarrassed sometimes. He's like, I don't believe you said that. I said, why not, child? They tried it with us, so now it's my turn, honey.
You a shade bomb, honey. Bam.
You know, it happened. We got married, and there was somebody that, kept insisting that we weren't getting married, and it was too soon. And then when their wedding didn't take place, I said, Tramel, I'm going to ask them what happened. He said, leave it alone, Papa. They just did. I said, no, I'm going to ask them. So I went right in their DMs. I said, girl, I see you didn't get married. My anniversary is coming up soon. I'm petty like that. Yes, I am. And I knew what happened. She found her man in the bed with another man. But I just wanted her to tell me that, even though I already knew.
Shame.
Well, hey, sometimes you gotta be a shady bitch. You can't just throw shade and expect. Lord, poor Tramel. I know he'd be so embarrassed. When we first got married, let me tell you something. When we first got married, Tramel was embarrassed because I would just look at people like they were stupid. Like y'all see my facial expressions on here. I do it in person. And like people would ask me, some of his friends would ask me for a ride, and I would look at them like, "Are you serious right now?" And one of them jumped in the car. Child, I pulled out of the parking space at 80. Tramel thought we were going to hit the brick wall.
All right, Joseph.
I told him, I said, this is the last time your friend is getting in my car because I will embarrass them the next time. And Tramel was like, don't worry about it. I'm going to put a stop to it. I said, okay. I'm just warning you. I'm trying to be nice because that's your friend. In the beginning, I was being nice because, I don't want to just, it's your friends. Let me be nice. They already thought I was a bitch, honey, because Tramel started changing on them. And, I was blamed for the change. They didn't like me. I didn't do nothing to them. I don't like him. You don't like me because you can't manipulate me, honey, like you was manipulating my husband. That's why you didn't like me, because when I walked through the door, honey, you saw, this bitch, honey, I can't manipulate this bitch like I manipulate you.
Shade bomb, honey. You was a shade bomb, honey.
You hear Tramel saying I was a shade bomb. You
were giving the girls. You were giving the girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me be honest, okay?
He's giving it to him. I was like,
it's just certain situations that you can't put me in because my face is going to tell the story.
Yes. That face.
So I just can't walk into a situation and like you can't just take me to somebody's house. See, you have to warn me first. If you take me to somebody's house, you have to warn me and say, Papa, they don't, it's it might not be all that, but they have. See, but now when you say that to me, I already know to expect the unexpected. When you just let me walk in and see the unexpected, then I'm gagging, and the gag is all over my face. So it's nothing for me to say. My face is telling you the story like, oh, shit. And then he had the nerve to say, sit down. Oh, bitch, you sit down. There's bugs in here. I know there got to be bugs somewhere. I ain't trying to get bit up and take bed bugs home with me. Oh, sit down. Meanwhile, he's standing up. He ain't sitting in the garbage. He's standing up. Gonna tell me, sit down. No. You sit down. So of course now, I'm like, no, I'm good. No, Papa, sit down. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna curse him out. I'm really gonna curse Tramel out when we leave here. Like, I'm good.
I remember that. Oh God.
Then you have a cute little dog, but the dog looked like it has wool all over it because it ain't been cut in 30 years. And I'm like, get this little mangy dog away from me.
You didn't go to the bathroom, child.
But see, my thing is this, and I'm being honest. If that's how you want to live, that's how you want to live. I don't give a damn because I ain't got to live like that. And I ain't judging nobody for the way they look. But at the same time, if you making me walk into a situation like that, you need to warn me because my face is going to tell the tale. If you tell me beforehand, Papa, you might walk into a situation, so just be prepared, then I can kind of control my face to a degree. Like, I'll probably still be like, oh, damn. But it won't be as bad as, ooh, y'all. It's just, it's I can't control my face. Or, it just, I try. Tramel used to it now, but in the beginning, he was so embarrassed. Roxanne, you're right. In the beginning, he was so embarrassed because I honestly didn't have to say a word. My face. Is it really pouring down rain like that? My face told the hotel. Like my face said, "Bitch, get me out of here immediately." I didn't have to say it. My face said it. But you know, I and I don't only y'all. And when I see playbacks of the show or whatever, do I see the expressions that I make for real? Because I don't pay attention. Like I guess that's why when I went working in the Verizon store when I used to work for Verizon, my manager used to tell me all the time. He would be like, "Fix your face, cause child, you be standing there telling me some bullshit, and I'm looking at you like, girl, I'm sure the phone just stopped working. It was working perfectly fine. So what's this big old watermark right here? I didn't drop it in the water. Can I see it for a second?" And open it because you know they got an old phone that still had a battery, and I'm like, "You see that right there on the battery? That means you dropped it in water or it got wet, girl." So you want to talk about getting a new phone? They would be so pissed at me. They would be so pissed at me. But I say that all the time. I don't have a poker face. I ain't even mad at it. You know what? I ain't mad. I can keep a poker face if I know what I'm walking into. If I don't know what I'm walking into, my face is going to tell the whole tale. Because if I know what I'm walking into, at that point I'm like, ooch, and not just keep a blank face, but I'm gagging in my head. But if I walk into the situation not knowing, you see the gag all over my face, like, ooh, bitch, this is a hot mess, honey. Get me out of here immediately. Oh, yes, my manager told me to fix my face. I'm like, I'm not even upset. Like, I don't, I just, it's just me. Like, my face just tells the tale. And I don't have to say a word. My face just tells, I can't be, yeah, you're right. Right, right. No, I can't. I'm looking at you like, girl, really? Is that what you really want me to believe? And don't let me smell some child. We ain't even gonna talk about smells, child. Because I'm the first one to break out with who in here smell like 12 years a goddamn slave? The first time I said that, this lady almost peed her clothes. She said, "Did you just say 12 years a slave?" I said, "Child, like they've been in there picking cotton and motherfucking 10 in the fields, girl. They smell like 12 years a slave, honey. They need to fix that. They need to fix that immediately, honey." Because I'm like, I can't. In this day and age, ain't no reason. They wanted me to put like a little Bath and Body Works basket on this woman's desk at work one day because she was, ooh, I don't know how she was married. Honey. I was like, ooh, child, her husband got to smell just as bad. Oh, it was horrible. And in the summertime, baby, I can't. I just can't. And I say it all the time, and y'all don't get mad at me. But don't ain't nothing worse than a stink. A stink man is bad because I've been around men and I'm like, oh bitch, how do I smell your balls through your basketball shorts, bitch? Like, come on now, that's way too much, honey. It's rising up out the thigh and coming straight up, bitch. That's too much. But baby, coochie odor ain't nothing to play with. No ma'am, no ma'am. My friend laughed at me one day because I said, "Bitch, you don't smell that." She was like, "Smell what?" I said, "Bitch, you know you smell it." But she was playing with me because she just wanted me to say something fierce. She's like, "Smell what?" I said, "Bitch, you don't smell that zombie pussy." And she fell out. She said, "Zombie pussy." I said, "Bitch, that pussy dead, honey. Smell like that. That bitch is dead, honey. That is zombie pussy." Child, I can't. I don't understand people. If you gotta smell yourself. I don't care what nobody say. You have got to smell yourself. You have to. There's no way that these people. Maybe it's they're immune to it because they smell it for so long. But the first time they smelled it, they should have took a bath. The first time they smelled it, they should have took a bath. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know. Like I don't know. You know,
Stinking all over the place.
a certain group of people I know it's their religion to only take a bath like once a week or once a month or something like that. But even if you're doing once a week, honey, you still shouldn't smell like that. Now, once a month, then yeah, smells, especially when you have a teenage stepson. See you as if they don't smell. Hey, just popping and say hello. Hey, let me see a transcript. Chat. In Q's world, it's zombie pussy because it's dead. It's just dead. For it to smell like that, it's dead, honey. Just dead. Like, I don't know if I. First of all, as a man, I stay fresh. Like anybody I have ever worked with will tell you, Joseph is an air freshener because when I walk in the room, you gonna say I don't like woodsy colognes for men. I like sweet smelling colognes. And shout out to the one of you that sent me cologne. It was like you knew exactly what I like, and it was a surprise. Like we never talked about it. You just did it, and you sent me that product cologne, and oh my god, it was banging, banging. Because that's like the smells that I like, something floral and sweet, and I don't like woodsy. I don't like those woodsy, like cinnamon. You know what I'm talking about for men. Like I don't like those. I like sweet smelling cologne for men. And I walk in the room, honey, and I just light it up. I had a woman follow me one day because I worked in the World Trade Center. I worked in One World Trade, and I had to walk through the tunnel to get to the PATH train one day. And I'm walking, and this woman, I don't know, I've stopped or something, and she was able to catch up to me, and she's like, "Sir, I have been following you the whole time. You smell so good." And I said, "For real?" She said, "I followed you from the minute you went up them stairs all the way here because I'm like, oh my God, he smells amazing." And that always happens to me when I wear Egyptian musk. Like somebody somewhere is going to follow me or tell me, "Oh my God, you smell amazing." Like that was my favorite oil. I have some now. I like Egyptian musk is my favorite, and China musk is good too. But the China musk, but the Egyptian musk, child, people have followed me. Or one woman representative, she said, "You smell good enough to eat." I said, "I am." Oh, hey, Charlene. I was getting pedicure last week and someone came in feet smelling like Doritos. Oh no, see, that's the bad part when you do pedicures, honey, and they come in with dirty, stinking feet. Whenever I get a pedicure, they be, "Oh my God, wow, big feet, big feet." She said, "I don't think gonna fit in tub. You might have to do one at a time, one at a time. They might not fit in tub." I said, "My feet gonna fit in the tub, girl. I'll curl my toes if they tell." Hey, Charlene. Trisha said, "I smell zombie food and breath." Ooh, those people. And Q's, you right. Some people they smell like a bath, like they need to take one bath and just stand there and take another one and soak in the tub first. Just sit there and soak in a little bleach, just a little bit. We don't want to burn nothing and do nothing, but just a little bleach, just a little tiny bleach to get all the residue off, and then shower, and then go about your day, but get back in later and a little bit more bleach, and just sit there and let it defunctify you, and then take a shower, and it might help. It might get rid of it, cause baby, mm-mm. Yes, y'all. But I'm hungry. Because y'all know yesterday I couldn't eat nothing. When I watched that video, I said, Tramel really put me on that video looking like I was knocking at death's door driving the car. Child. Well, at least y'all know one thing, honey. He don't videotape no matter what's going on. I got cute yesterday. I said, okay, it ain't like we always going somewhere. Let me get dressed up just to go to the doctor's office and look cute, honey. I had in my little contacts. I had, did all of this. I was feeling cute, but then I'm sitting there like, I'm dying. Oh my God. And then, somebody told me I'm the straightest gay man they ever met because I'm just like a straight man. Tramel done told me to pull over like 5 times so he could drive. And I'm like, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. Give me the bag. Ugh, I'm throwing up and driving. He holding the wheel because as I'm throwing up, I'm veering to the left, veering to the right. But I refused to let him drive. But I let him drive home. I couldn't do it. Because even the nurse was like, why couldn't Tramel drive? I mean, I don't mean to be bitching, but I said no. I said he did, but like a typical man, I was like, no, I'm going to do it. She was like, see, my husband would have did the same thing, sat there and done killed us all trying to throw up and drive at the same time. I said, well, thank God I didn't kill us. I said, but trust and believe Tramel is driving home because I can. Because I knew I couldn't drive home. That wasn't going to happen. It just wasn't going to happen. So when she woke me downstairs because she was scared, she wanted the doctor to send me to the emergency room. And I'm like, I don't know what happened. I said, I don't know. I just drank water and this is what happened. So the doctor was like, well, there's nothing wrong with him. All his vital signs are normal. It's not like he has a fever. My blood pressure was normal. And I hadn't even taken my blood pressure pills yet. So he was like, I don't want to send him for no reason. She said, I'll prescribe you something for nausea. I said, okay. He said, but only take it if you have to because it's going to have an adverse reaction to other medicines that you're taking. I'm like, child, I ain't taking it. So when I got downstairs, she walked me downstairs. And by habit, I walked to the driver's side. She's like, no, no, no. And I said, just is a force of habit. And I walked around and opened the door, scared the shit out of Tramel. Like, who opened his door? And I was like, you got to drive. And I scooted my way in the car and I was like, oh God, I got to tell him how to get home. One thing about me, I could be sleeping in the car and I swear subconsciously I know where you at all the time. I open my eyes like, get on here. Okay, the next exit is you. Like, I wake up at the precise moment every single time. Every single time something has happened to me and somebody had to drive me and they didn't know the way, like I will be asleep and knocked out and wake up at the right moment to get off right here. Get in your left lane and go here. I don't know how I do it. Charlene, no, I woke up and I went downstairs. I went to the bathroom. I brushed my teeth and I went in the kitchen because I was thirsty. I said, let me get some water. I made me some ice water in this cup. I sipped it and then, like, we have a bin that we keep the ice in. So there was a little bit of ice. So I poured it into the cup and it was like ice chips. So I didn't even like guzzle down a whole bunch of water. I sipped the water. I chewed up some ice and I went to my car because I had to get something out of the car. And when I came back in, I had this pain in my stomach and I said, ooh, I feel like I'm going to throw up. But I had shaved and cut my hair and I was getting ready to get in the shower and boom, I threw up a little bit of water. So I'm like, okay. And then it just escalated from there. I took the shower. I came upstairs. I was like, Tramel, give me the garbage. He gave me the garbage. I threw up. We went to go in the car to leave. I was like, he said, why are you still sitting here? I said, because I feel like I'm going to throw up. And I threw up outside. I came inside. I threw up again. We driving and I'm throwing up. If you see the video, I'm throwing up as I'm driving. It was like, but it was hurting because I had nothing in me. There was nothing in me to come out. Because the last time I ate was the night before. I didn't even eat nothing. I didn't take no medicine. I didn't do nothing yesterday. So I kept throwing up all day until like 4 o'clock. They gave me ginger ale and mint in the doctor's office. And at first the ginger ale stayed down. And then when I got in the car with Tramel, because they gave me 2 barf bags, I said, oh God, right in the barf bag. So Tramel was like, I need to go to Walmart and get you some soup. You want to sit in there? I said, nope, take me home. So he took me home. I laid on the couch. It seemed like he was going forever. Because I swear I laid down at 1 o'clock and he didn't come back till 4 o'clock, child. But I don't know, because I was sick. Because, if that's the case, that he's going to get beat, because I need to know where the hell he was for 3 damn hours. But I know it wasn't 1 o'clock. It had to be like 3 something or something. I don't know. I don't even know, to be honest. I just know I was laid out on the couch and I was laying there and I was like, oh, I got to throw up. And it was 4 o'clock because I looked at the time and I got up, did it again. And this time, like, some stuff came out and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it just went down the sink. I'm like, oh, okay. And after that, he came in the house because he came back like right after. And he forgot my crackers. So he went back to the corner store and get me some crackers. And he did that and he got 2 bags. So while he was making the soup, my mom said, eat the crackers, and I ate them. It was the Cheez-It Snaps. I love those. If y'all have never had those are the bomb, child. I love Cheez-Its, but the Cheez-It Snaps, oh my God, they are amazing. Cheez-Its, I'm here to do commercials for you because I love those. You can send me a year's supply of the double cheese. I don't really like the ranch or the barbecue. Well, I never tried the barbecue, but I don't like the ranch. But the double cheese, I ate the whole bag. I swear. Me and Jomel will eat the whole bag. So I ate those, and I was scared because I'm like, oh, I don't want to throw up, but I'm starving. So I ate those, and I drank a Coke because I know Coke tends to settle your stomach better than ginger ale. So I ate those, and I drank the Coke, and I was like, okay. Then Tramel came with the soup. I ate the soup. Well, I let it sit there for a minute and get a little warm. And it was still hot, but, not as hot. I ate that, and I ate the other bag of snaps, and I was like, okay, and that was good. And then I think he started cooking dinner at like 7 o'clock. And I'm like, is he serious right now, cooking all this goddamn good food? And my ass got to sit here and smell it. So he was like, you going to eat? I said, hell yeah, I'm going to eat. He come with this monster-sized plate of steak and rice and collard greens. I said, oh, the collard greens going to tear me up. I said, Tramel, that's a lot of food. And toasted Texas toast, garlic Texas toast. I'm like, oh, my husband, honey, he want to feed me because he love me. But, oh, my stomach is fucked up. I'm throwing up. Like, child, if I ain't sit there and eat every single bite of their food, every single bite. And I was like, okay. And it stayed down. And from there on, I was good. But I woke up starving this morning. So I went and got me a little muffin from Dunkin' Donuts because I said, let me start slow on it because this is how it started yesterday. Let me start slow. Thank you. Let me see a transcript. White cheddar. You know what, Kingz? I never seen the white. The ones my store always have is the double cheddar. The double cheddar is already, or the double cheese is always sold out in one store. So I have to go to Walmart to get those. But I prefer Walmart because you get the real big bag for like $4, which is better than the other store because the other store want like $5 and change. And the I see the ranch and the barbecue. I'm tempted to try the barbecue. I never had the barbecue. I'm tempted to try the barbecue, but I'm a person that leave well enough alone. Like, I don't like, if I like something that you do, don't come and change it on me. Because then I'm like, ooh, I like the original. I guess I'm plain that way. Like, my sister makes banging ass cornbreads. Like, she will make you a pineapple upside down cornbread, a red velvet cornbread, a sweet potato cornbread, whatever kind of cornbread you want, and everybody loves it. Me, Nope, I just want your regular cornbread because her regular cornbread tastes like cake. I'm like, that's what I like. I don't care about all these extra. I want the plain because that's what I like. And I'm the same way like with chips and well, certain chips because I do like barbecue chips and I do like different types. But when it comes to stuff like that, like even with cheese, it's like Tremel, like the double toasted ones. To me, they taste burnt. I don't like them. So I like just regular cheeses. So like the snaps, just the regular double cheddar snaps. Oh God, they're amazing. But see, if I see the white cheddar now, you're gonna make me buy them because I'm gonna try them because I'm gonna want to see what they taste like. Erica, I like Doritos, but I gotta have a sandwich to be eating Doritos. I don't know why. Like to sit down and just. I used to be able to sit down and just eat a bag of Doritos. But whenever, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, so we call it a hero. Everybody else calls it a sub. We call it a hero because that's what, we went to the corner store and had Poppy make us a hero with the mayonnaise that had been sitting in the sun that probably had all kind of diseases in it because they had the mayonnaise sitting in the sun and they just cut you some ham and cheese with their little dirty hands and make you a nice little sandwich. But it was the best sandwich you ever had in your life. So when I have a hero, I have to have like cheesy stuff. So I want Wise cheese puffs. I don't like Cheetos. I like Wise cheese puffs or the Wise hard cheese doodles and Doritos because I like cheesy stuff with my heroes. So even if I make it myself, I buy a bag of Doritos. I buy a bag of uh, cheese puffs or hard cheese doodles. Cheesy stuff. If it ain't cheesy, I don't want it with my sandwich. So I guess because I started doing that, Doritos to me don't. I just can't sit down and eat them like I used to no more. I just can't come in and just eat them like that no more. But yes, y'all. So mods, if you are going to be able to come to my video tomorrow night, either inbox me on Instagram. If we friends on Facebook, let me know. If you have my personal phone number, you can text me because I want to send you my brother's links because he has a book, he has a business, all of that, and I want y'all to be able to drop it in the chat tomorrow night. He's really excited to come on and talk to y'all. We're going to do a question and answer because I know some of y'all are going to have questions that are watching for him. Because you see what the title of his book is, Church Rejection. It hurt me, but it helped me. And he's a pastor. So this is going to be a good conversation. We're going to talk about we're going to talk about a lot of things, and we're going to talk about our relationship, how after all these years we finally got together and, we knew about each other when we were younger. We met one time. And then as we got older, we wanted to meet each other because we knew each other existed, but we didn't know how to contact each other. So, we're going to tell y'all that. We're not really going to talk about my dad because that's neither one of us really want to do that. So, y'all know what y'all know from what I've told y'all. So, it is what it is. Hey, Tracy, you must be on a lunch break. Yeah, so I'm gonna send the mods. The ones of you that are gonna be here, I might just send it to all y'all. His links, his book link, and because at first I didn't know his book was actually. You know what? I'm gonna drop his book link in here now because I didn't know when I went looking for his book, it was only paperback, but now it is on Kindle. So I'm gonna put his book link in here now. So y'all, if somebody wants to buy it beforehand and read it, they can. That's his book link. That's the link to his book. It's on Kindle. You can either get paperback or you can get Kindle. Yes, and y'all see my sisters in the chat, Tracy Allen. So I figured I interviewed my sister for her book. Might as well interview my brother for his book. No, my younger siblings. See, I can say that now because now I don't have just one; I have two. My younger siblings, and I didn't realize how much me and my brother actually favor each other. Y'all can't see my face right there because I'm blocked out by the MK. But I didn't realize how much we resemble each other until Tramel did this Canva for me, and I was like, wow. And he even said the same thing. He said, wow, we look alike. I said, but you look like dad. And like he spit you out. He said, no, you look like him. I said, no, I look like my mother. He said, but you look more like him than I do. I said, that's a lie, honey, because you are his exact image. And we was laughing at that. But yes, that's his book link right there. That's my little brother. He is excited to come and talk to y'all tomorrow. We're going to do questions and answers after the interview. Get ready, y'all, because my brother, like me, he talk a lot. He like Tramel. He long-winded, y'all. He long-winded. But he got a lot to say. And y'all will be able to appreciate what he's going to say. So tomorrow night, bring a friend. Tramel will be on tomorrow morning. And I'll be on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I would appreciate it if you all could come and make sure you tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. Yes. So, Jomel, what are you doing, baby? I know, I scared you. You didn't scare me. Lay back down. So, yes, Jomel is finally getting home. I don't know why they so damn busy, honey. But they busy, so he can't get groomed for like another 2 weeks. My poor baby. At least we gave him a bath and he smelled fresh and feel better. Gotta go back to work. See you. All right, Tracy. Call me today on your way home. But anyway, yes, y'all. So I will be live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please, if you can come. I would appreciate it. And if not, catch the replay. And make sure you are following Mcrae Kingz on all social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course right here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to become part of the Mcrae Kingz Kingdom, hit that join button. If you don't see it, the link was already in the chat, but it'll open Tramel's chat earlier, but it will also be in the description box of this video. And if you would like to help support the Mcrae Kingz platform, it's right here. The MKingz, the Cash App, the MKingz. And all of your donations to our platform are used for our platform. And we actually have something big we're in the process of trying to do and come up with. Hopefully, we can organize that and get it together because that's going to be real good. But that's a whole nother story. But just know that we are trying to do bigger and better things for you guys. Make sure you go check out the Mcrae Kingz Boutique, where you too can have coffee with the Kingz in the morning. This is just one of the mugs, the night mug. There's 3 other versions. I like the one that's blue, where me and Tramel look like we're standing in the clouds. That's my favorite one. But this is one of the 4 that you can get. We also have a tumbler on there Tramel just made. And you can get Mcrae Kingz merchandise or Dare to Be Different merchandise. So make sure you check that out. He told y'all before he made new stuff. Make sure y'all check that out. And that's about it. Make sure you come tomorrow for up close and personal with His Majesty. That's why we switched weeks this day, so I wouldn't have to come on twice in one day. And then tomorrow night, make sure you are here for Joseph Rants with my little brother Ronald, and I'm going to say it the way it is, Pastor Ronald E. Glover. My brother's the pastor. You see, you have the good angel and the bad angel. Tramel talks about the good angel and the bad angel all the time. Well, there you have it. One brother's the pastor, and the other one is the other one. Oh, God, yes. So, y'all, enjoy your day. Make it the best day ever, and make sure that you dare to be different. And speaking of which, make sure you are there on June, is it 18th or 17th? I forgot. Well, on June 17th or 18th, It's in the thing already. So you can set a reminder for the new Dare to Be Different. Because we are going to dare to be different. I'm excited for the new people that have joined Dare to Be Different. I am excited. And we're gonna do big things. Dare to Be Different is taking off the way we want it to. And it just is what it actually we have a meeting today. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. So make sure you dare to be different. Every day you should be different than the next. You should live in your authentic truth because there is nobody in this world just like you. So you're already different, but live in that difference. Don't try to fit in. Don't try to be like everybody else. Be you. Be your authentic self because that's the way you were made, uniquely and divinely you. And you should live like that. Dare to be different. That's what it's all about. With that being said, y'all, I am getting out of here because the brother hungry. And I will see you guys tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And Tremella see you tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please, you know how I say it every day. Even though it's pouring down rain here in Rome, New York, you walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness. And you know what it is. It's always Team Mcrae all damn day. Later, y'all.